Good day. I am Lian Noreen Gesto and I will share to you the topic about doing historical research in libraries and archives. A little review of what is historical research. It is the process of collecting and interpreting data about past events. It studies possible reasons behind certain events to explain their influence on the events that followed. Research in libraries and archives is necessary in the study of history as these are repositories of primary and secondary sources. It allows us to create narrative of the past through accepted methods of historical scholarship. These are important upon students to be able to develop the ability towards doing research and to also develop their skills in the historical research. Libraries and archives still provide more variety of sources in different formats, such as books, journal articles, newspapers, magazines, photographs, and even audio and video recordings. Libraries have stopped using their card cataloging system and have been using the digital version to catalog their holdings. They use the Online Public Access Catalog or OPAC. So, what is OPAC or Online Public Access Catalog? OPAC is an online database cataloging the sources and materials that are available at a specific library. They use this online database to simply search for the sources that you'll be needing. A problem may arise when the search provides many results. Using OPAC, it limits results. If we use keywords that focuses on the topic, for example, the topic is Philippine history, by searching Philippine Revolution, Emilio Aguinaldo, or the Declaration of Independence, this will deeply answer the topic. Catalog lists down all kinds of material available based on the subject used in the search. It can be books, journals, maps, and other materials. Do not limit yourself to using books and other published materials when you may utilize other form of sources. It can be in digital form or microfilms. Here are some libraries and archives that contains rich sources. The National Library of the Philippines in Ermita, Manila has a rich knowledge and materials for the student researcher interested in Philippine history, especially in their Filipiniana section. It has a valuable Rizalian collection, which are Rizal's literary works. Several sets of Blair and Robertson's The Philippine Island, 1493 to 1898. Rare Filipiniana books. An example is Banana Heart Summer by Merlinda Bobis. Philippine presidential papers such as executive orders and proclamations, as well as their documents such as determinations, letters, memorandums, and organization plans, and other materials that can be accessed by the public. Research in archives may be a lot more difficult and prove to be too advanced, but will provide you with many sources not available in the usual libraries. The National Archives of the Philippines, also in Manila, is an agency of the government mandate to collect, store, preserve, and make available records of the government and other primary sources about history and the development of the Philippines. Most of the materials here are the Spanish colonialism. In the Spanish colonial period, the Philippine Islands were ruled as the Captaincy General of the Philippines within the Spanish East Indies. Initially under the Viceroyalty of New Spain, based in Mexico City, until the independence of the Mexican Empire from Spain in 1821. Libraries in the University of the Philippines in Diliman, Quezon City, have holdings that could also be useful in research. The collections are particularly in the main library in Gonzales Hall, which are rich in sources especially the Filipiniana section, serials, theses, and dissertation. The Ateneo de Manila University in Quezon City holds the American Historical Collection sources for the American period in the Philippines. In the American period, it began with the outbreak of the Spanish-American War in April 1898, when the Philippines was still a colony of the Spanish East Indies, and concluded when the United States formally recognized the independence of the Republic of the Philippines on July 4, 1946. The University of Santo Tomas in España, Manila, also has collection from the 16th century, owing to the fact that it is the oldest Catholic university in the country and it's a historic site in itself. Private libraries and institutions also have archives that can be used in research. The Family History Center at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is a generous resource for research in genealogists. Genealogist is the study of the descent and relationship of individuals, families, and groups from ancestors or older forms. It involves the systematic recording of blood and marriage connections to understand terminological systems of address and reference, marriage regulations, and rules of descent and inheritance. The Chin Bensi Memorial Library in Kaisan Angelo King Heritage Center offers sources on Chinese and Filipino Chinese in the Philippines and in the Southeast Asia. The Archdiocesan Archives of Manila has immense church data sources. Maybe your city or town may have its own local archives, museums, or public library where you may access primary sources and other materials needed for your research. It is really helpful to all researchers the existence of the library and archives because with these sources, all of your research are true and reliable. So that is all for the topic doing historical research in libraries and archives. I hope you have learned something. Once again, this is Leah Noreen Yesto. Thank you and have a great day.